Well, it is our prayer that God will bless our mess. We really have a mess at the church right now as we're entering into our construction phase of our Immeasurably More campaign and our new building. And it's really exciting to see different things happening. But because all these things are happening, it also causes some inconveniences and some messes. And so we just want to encourage you as we're going through the next several months to make sure that you're keeping up with announcements in the bulletin and different announcements we make from week to week as we gather for our weekend worship services, because there are a lot of things that will be changing, from classroom space, classrooms being moved from one room to another, to parking lot changes, as you'll be seeing signs for one-way parking and driving around the parking lot, and also changes coming in and out of our building, as probably here very soon we'll be losing access to our front doors, and our main entrances into the building will become our side doors. Most of the changes will be pretty obvious. You'll see what you're supposed to do and where you're supposed to go, but just be ready for the many changes that are taking place. Also, during the month of June, because of the construction in our building, our Wednesday night programming this summer is going to be different. This year, we're only providing one adult class on Wednesday nights, and that class will take place over at the Annex. So we encourage you to come out and be a part of our adult Bible study class, Jesus in Genesis, every Wednesday night at the church Annex at 7 p.m. So we hope you'll be a part of that. With June also comes church camp. In fact, this is the registration for camp this year at Camp Calvary, and it is our hope that you will send your child or grandchild or maybe your neighbor's children to church camp this summer, because Christian camping changes lives. Camp Calvary is a fantastic camp, and we encourage you to send your children to Camp Calvary. There is a week for all age groups, so stop at the Welcome Center, pick up a registration that has a schedule of all the weeks of camp and has all the information that you'll need to know to send your children to Camp Calvary, a place where they can have a lot of fun and learn a lot about Jesus Christ. And so we encourage you to do that as well. Hey, I'm real excited about our sermon series that's coming up in the month of June. The title of the sermon series is called Three of a Kind. And what we'll be doing for 6 weeks beginning in June is we're going to take a look at the lives of 3 disciples that we read about in the book of Acts. Now, these are 3 disciples that aren't as well known as the 12 disciples. 3 men, a fellow by the name of Barnabas, one named Stephen, and a guy named Philip. And each of these men were unique. They were different from each other, but they had one common goal, and that was the message of Jesus Christ. And so everything they did in their life pointed to Jesus. And because they were all about Jesus, that makes them 3 of a kind. We hope to learn from their example of discipleship so that we can become greater disciples. Invite somebody to come out and join you as we go through this sermon series together, 3 of a kind, beginning in June. Listen, we've got a lot of things that we're thankful for at Spencer Christian. God's blessed us in such a variety of ways. We just finished an incredible school year at Spencer Christian School, and I want to say thank you to all of our staff and faculty and all the hard work they put in teaching our children at Spencer Christian School this past year. It's our prayer that they have a wonderful summer and they get rest, because we're convinced that God is going to do even bigger and better things at Spencer Christian School in the fall of 2014. So we're so thankful for all those who have worked at the school this year. We're also thankful for you, for your patience with this building and construction and all the changes we're going through. We are so thankful that you are patient with us and will continue to be. Take the opportunity this summer to invite someone to come to church with you because we believe the message of Jesus is too important not to share. And I want to say thank you to all those who have continued to give and remain faithful to the Immeasurably More capital campaign. We're fast approaching our first milestone as we get closer and closer to raising $200,000. This is just one step on our way to raising $563,000 that we pledged together last November. And so thank you so much for your faithfulness. And God is good. In fact, He does more than we ask or even imagine, immeasurably more. We serve a wonderful God.